today I will do a feminist test, and remember, feminism is cancer. Leave a like if you're not gay. How much of a feminist are you? I am not, since I am the mighty Zakan, and not fat and don't like bullshit. Do you know what I say about feminism?
Feminism is cancer. Thank you very much.
Question 1. A young, heterosexual couple is driving in the car. Who do you imagine in the passenger seat? I think of a man because the Zakan is male. And 90% of the bus drivers I have met are male. Question 2. How do you feel about the quote, "Women don't poop"? I think that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, because the Zakan poop and he is a human. Women are also human, so they also poop. Question 3. Pick the most appropriate definition for fairness. None of these are good because they suck, but I go for the middle one, because it don't suck dick. Question 4. A woman goes to a party, scantily clad, and is hit by a bunch of jerks. She is upset. What do you do? This is a hard question because the Zakan never go to parties because the Zakan is an asocial asshole, but he is a gentleman, so he would have bought her a drink. Question 5. What is the least attractive thing a woman can do? The Zakan knows this because when the Zakan was very young he had a girl that farted a lot. The Zakan could not stand it, and now I am single, ready to mingle, if I weren't such an asocial asshole. Question 6. You find out the US women's soccer team only makes a fraction of the men's. What is your first response? Well, the Zakan knows that people watch and like men's football more than women's. The Zakan doesn't care about this gay sport anyway. Question 7. Do you believe sexism is still a problem today? The Zakan know that if a teacher see a female name on a test, he or her will mark the student up. But if the teacher see a male name on the test, he or her will mark the student down. So in some things, yes. Question 8. Which decade would you rather live? The Zakan doesn't care when he lived, he only care about posting this video on YouTube. I will take 1960s because that decade is closer to the day I post this video on YouTube. And when I post it I will watch it with my non-existing girlfriend and laugh, ha 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 lol lol. Question 9. How do you feel about abortion? The Zakan think that it depends on the situation. The Zakan will now tell a joke. What have vegans and lesbians in common? The answer is they both don't like meat. Ha 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 lol. Question 10. How many men is it okay for a woman to sleep with? The Zakan doesn't care how many men the women sleep with if her don't date me, but I am an asocial asshole, so I would never date. Also note that I pushed "she should save if" for the marriage button. It was a misclick. The Zakan have big thumbs. Question 11. What did Georgia O'Beef mainly paint pictures of? Since the Zakan isn't a lesbian dance teacher, I don't know who this obese person is. Question 12. Pick the scariest word on the list. The Zakan is an asocial asshole, but I am very smart and I know that phobia means fear, so I will go with that one. Question 13. Should women shave their legs and armpits? The Zakan doesn't like hairy women because then he think of random homeless Jews laying on the street. Question 14. Should the man pay for the dinner on a first date? This is an impossible question for the Zakan because the Zakan is an asocial asshole and don't go on dates. But if the Zakan were a woman he would still be a gentleman and at least offer. Question 15. True or false? Women are better at sewing and crafts. The Zakan say better at sewing than who? Question 16. How do you feel about stay-at-home dads? The Zakan doesn't like dads because he is straight and not a gay. Question 17. What do you think is the best way to solve the orgasm gap? The Zakan doesn't give a fuck about this orgasm gap because it's biology and not some social construction. Question 18. Which animal do you think women are more like? This was a weird question for the Zakan because just as the boob size, it depends on the woman. Question 19. The theme to the Scarlet Letter is: since the Zakan don't live in the past, the Zakan can't tell. Question 20. Who is your favorite Disney princess? The Zakan have never in his life watched Disney, so the Zakan go for Belle because it means beautiful, and the Zakan like beautiful women. Question 21. Who is the most awesome female Lord of the Rings character? The Zakan go for Eowyn because her husband is Faramir and he can't read maps. Ha 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 lol. Question 22. What is your favorite thing about Marvel's The Black Widow? The Zakan never watch this junk on TV, but Black Widow must have a black outfit, so we take the last one. Question 23. Do you believe in love at first sight? The Zakan don't know what love is because the Zakan is an asocial asshole, so the Zakan have no one to love. That was a sad story. Question 24. Why do you think Twilight was so popular? The Zakan have no idea, but the Zakan know that teenagers can be idiots. The Zakan take the middle one. Question 25. From this list, select your favorite female author. Since the Zakan can't read books and don't know who these people are, the Zakan take the first one. Question 26. Which song about butts do you like the most? How many times must the Zakan explain this? I am not gay, so I don't listen to butt songs. However, the best name is the first one. Question 27. Why are Disney queens always evil or non-existent? The Zakan is ducking angry about this. Disney girls talk about something else like real issues. Question 28. Should schools have female football teams? The almighty Zakan doesn't care because he do not live in America, but if there is enough women, of course go play that stupid sport. Last question. Which famous historical figure would you rather meet? The Zakan don't like the first one because she was religious, and the last one don't seem like a funny person because she looked like a rotten apple. EWW, what the fuck is this? The Zakan is not gay, I mean the Zakan is not feminist. Do not fucking kidding with the Zakan. I will redo this fucking test so that I am not gay, I mean not feminist. Many hours later. Now the Zakan is done. And the Zakan is not feminist at all. This test didn't lie. Subscribe if you are not a feminist. Also the Zakan have a Easter bunny egg in his video, find it please.